Are you living your mojo? Do you even know what your mojo is? How did I find my mojo and how am I living it? Namaste everyone. My name is Vasundhara Talware and allow me to share my journey of finding my mojo and my journey of living the same every single moment of my life. It's not easy. We're all brought up with all kinds of beliefs, mostly limiting beliefs, where we're told if we are a certain way, then that is going to get us successful. If we get graduated and educated, post-graduated, whatever it is, in a certain way, then we will be successful. Then maybe if we settle down a certain way and have a family this way or that way, then we'll be successful. When we have a business or a job like this, then we'll be successful. So we lap all that information fed to us from various directions and make it our own. And we set a template for ourselves, and that's the template within which we operate. It's like a boxed life every one of us starts living. Such as that box, so small is that box. You wake up in a box, you go to another box, you come back to your own box, and there are other people inside their boxes who you communicate with, and it's such a boxed life everyone lives in. I too was there. I graduated as a computer science graduate. Nothing that I ever wanted to do. I post-graduated from one of the top B schools, Jamnalal Bajaj Institute from Mumbai. One of the most sought after. People die. Why? To get into it. I got in just so that I could prove to people that I'm not dumb. Just because I failed a year during my graduation in computer science doesn't mean that I can't think, doesn't mean that I am stupid or I'm dumb. Just so to prove to the world, I got through. I slugged like crazy day in and night, and I knew that is not something that I want to do deep down within. Yet conforming to the society and its expectations and to prove yourself a certain way which is acceptable by others got me to do what I did and gets everyone to do what they do and are doing today. Eventually, I went on to work with Intel Technologies, one of the 500 Fortune companies, and I got in on day 0 of our campus placement there. Not the company I wanted to work with. Nothing to do with my passion or my mojo. Yet I got in because the company looked awesome on my CV. Then I quit that job in 2 years. I went back, started working in our family business of building and construction. Not my cup of tea and not my mojo either. I stuck to the business for 7 long years only in the hope that I could get married and start looking for what my mojo really was in and living it. But too bad, the 7 years in search of a man to get married to turned out to be disastrous. And eventually when I did find someone to get married to, it was a hell. When I stepped out of that engagement, and that's when I started looking for what is it that really makes me happy. I don't want to make everyone else happy, and I don't want certificates from people saying, hey, approved, looking good, oh nice, oh fantastic, oh you're such a good person. No more of that. I don't want that. That takes courage. That's the secret to live your mojo. No more collecting certificates from others. No more collecting stamps and labels. No more. If you have that courage to stand up for yourself and live your passion, your mojo, even if it comes at a less paycheck, even if it comes at a risk of losing your loved ones, losing your friends who think, oh my God, you've lost it. It comes at a cost. If you are strong enough and capable enough to risk all of that and live your mojo, that will eventually lead you to such a fabulously satisfying life, fulfilling life. You wake up with a smile, you don't mind overworking, you don't mind sleeping less, which is not a good habit, but when you are engaged in doing what you truly love, that's it, that's your sweet spot, and you can do amazing, magical stuff when you are working in tune with the universe's call for you. Finding your mojo is equal to delivering your dharma on this planet. Believe me, I was given offers by so many people wanting to hire me as CEOs of their companies after I had quit my job and was quit my dad's company, had moved to Mumbai on my own, setting up myself without any help, looking for what is it that really ticked me and that I enjoyed doing the most. There were so many people, and I even took up a job as a director for a company, a sales director for a company, a big data analytics, and I quit that in 6 months because I knew that was not, I was again getting into a cycle of fulfilling some others' wishes, looking nice on a paper, which nobody's going to look at eventually. There will be people who will come with fascinating offers, partnership offers, nice labels and nice designations and fabulous, attractive packages. Just again, you got to show courage and step back and saying, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do. And that's exactly what I did. Since childhood, I was very, very enamored by psychology. My mom comes from a psychology background, but I was always, made to believe that a businessman's daughter doesn't become a psychologist. There's very little money, and it's too tedious a task. You have to deal with so many emotions. So I brushed that away. Then there's always the yoga life that I have been living since childhood. My mother was the first one when I was 19 years old, or 18 or 19. She had suggested, why don't I start my own yoga classes or dancing classes? She knew these two things I was crazy about. But again, a businessman's daughter doesn't start a dance class or a yoga class. That's not what you do. And that's exactly what I fell for. But when I look back, I just see them as, universe planting those things in my life where I decided, or rather chose to not look in that direction and looked at the shiny objects, right? The high-paying objects, the highly acceptable, socially appreciated objects. And in that direction, I just felt so hollow and empty and worthless. So I hope this video brings you that little light, or those words that you needed to hear and learn from a story that I have lived and put it in practice in your life. I hope you find that strength in finding your mojo and going after living your mojo with this video, with this little message from me, a little piece from my life. If you did, please share it with your loved ones. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Keep watching for more. I love you very, very much. Mwah.